Swansea 1, Liverpool 0. The game has just finished and I'm fucking pissed. I'm so pissed. The game is literally just finished. We were thinking, is it wise to even do the video now? But we thought, you know what? Let's just get straight into it and do it. I mean, welcome to the world of being a Liverpool fan. You have 1 week where you smash up Man City and play great football, and then you know when it comes to these kind of teams that Liverpool always struggle. I even said in the last video, we've got Swansea, anything can happen.
Nah, that's a joke, man. Like, listen, that result against Man City and all the, like the whole, oh yeah, amazing, oh brilliant performance. What was the point? What is the point? Because let's be honest, if we're realistic, a lot of fans would have said we're probably expecting maybe lose against Man City. You could almost sort of write that one off. You never go into a game thinking you're going to lose, but you can almost half expect that, okay, well, if we lose that, we can still make it up against Swansea. That's kind of what the thought process would have been, right? We've just got beat by Swansea. And let's be honest, we deserve to get beat. It's not like it was like, oh my God, how's that happen? Oh, it was just chance after chance. We deserve to get beat.
It's supposed to be the shittest performance I think I've seen Liverpool play this year. And West Brom were
West Brom was up, that for me.
It was up there.
West Brom was up there. It's just flat. It's just so flat. And listen, I played in games myself where when you've got the ball and it's difficult when everyone's behind the ball. It's difficult because you start making mistakes as a player because you think, oh, maybe I should give it to him or maybe I should give it to him or should I just spread it? And you don't do it quickly and then you take too many touches and it gets flat. But that's
what he said. It was just so flat. The way they were moving the ball was so slow. What did they expect? What the hell did they expect moving the ball so slow? No one was. The only person who actually came on and made a difference was Lallana. The passes he was given, cut through passes. And that's what he was lacking. No, nothing from Gini, from Emre going side to side. And I'm not going to just blame Emre or Gini for those. I mean, everybody was moving the ball too slowly. And it was dull. You could tell by the 15 minutes. The
performances, it was just a lethargic performance. It was almost like an air of expectancy. Yeah. These are all of the cliches that you say, in these games. Oh, we expected to win, or they just went up for the game. There's just no excuses for stuff like that. There's no excuse to not be up for this game. If you win this game, you had the opportunity. If you'd scored 3 or 4 goals and not conceded, you could have knocked Chelsea off their perch, right, and gone into third and built up that gap against Spurs. Now Spurs get a point yesterday. I was flipping boosted. I was like, yeah. I was like, you know what? Now we're going to win. We'll beat Swansea. And like most Liverpool fans and football fans, they would have seen this game and thought, Spurs fans would have thought, oh, no, we've messed up here. But nah, as a flat performance, it's not good enough.
They've had 7 days to prepare for this. Yeah, they knew this was going to happen. This is what Swansea were going to do. It's no shock that this is what Swansea were going to do, right? You had 7 days to prepare. So your plan was to do something against Swansea. So where's Plan B? So where was it?
I don't know what Plan A was today. I don't know what Plan A was because, like you said, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah,
so
it's no shock.
Didn't know there was a Plan A. The other thing that I think frustrated me was like even at Anfield, yeah, and people are going to look at me and think, nah, because we won, we scored 5 goals, whatever it was. But at Anfield, if Coutinho didn't score that goal out of nothing, it would have been 0-0 at half time.
I'm glad you mentioned that because now you see it. This is where the difference is of a £146 million player. He can create something out of nothing. People say we won't need Coutinho. This is where you need a player to make something out of nothing. And we didn't have it today. We had to look to Lallana, to the only one who had a bit of creativity. Ox had a chance to step up today. Did he step up? I don't know. He was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, it is a performance. So I think another thing for me, obviously we talked about tactics, but I think at one stage in that game, I saw Ayew was sort of just past, halfway between the halfway line and their box, right? That's where Ayew was. So everyone's behind the ball. So at what point? And as a manager, sometimes you've got to be a bit ballsy and say, you know what? I've got Gomez, Van Dijk, Matip behind the ball, Emre Can as a deep line midfielder, all right, and I've got Gini Wijnaldum as a centre midfielder, and then you've got those other 3 guys up front. What are they going to do? You had Morsa literally stamping all over Salah. Well played. I'm upset and I'm bitter because Liverpool just lost, but Swansea they had a game plan, they nailed it.
The bottom of the league.
And to be fair, if they played like that, they won't be down there. Because they played really well tonight. They did play really well. They had a game plan. I think Liverpool should have been braver with the tactics. They should have said, right, okay, don't need three at the back. Let's just have Van Dijk and Matip. We've got the midfield cover, and then look to just play in their half and have another person, Solanke up there maybe, just arms and legs everywhere.
This is what I don't get. So he brought on Danny Ings, and Danny Ings actually played alright when he came on. Yeah, but it's like you said, for Plan B, get Solanke up there, take the ball long, and it's just you're just going side to side, and you just knew it wasn't going to happen. Even from the 15th minute, you knew this game that Liverpool weren't going to get fuck all from this game, and then from that chance I missed at the end, Van Dijk set up 2 good opportunities over the top. It wasn't going through the middle. It was over the top, and we missed them.
Yeah, so I think just to, obviously don't want to go on dwell about too long because you can just, bitch and moan about it the whole night. But poor performance from Liverpool's side. I think tactically we were poor today. I think we moved the ball too slowly, took too many touches. We ran. I think looked like we ran out of ideas. And the other thing is decision making. Like the best players in the world aren't necessarily technically the best players in the world. I mean, some of them obviously are, but there's a lot of players that get to the top. Not necessarily on ability, but decision making. You pay big money for decisions.
But who's to blame? Who are you going to pick out and think who's to blame?
No, listen. There's a couple of times today, like Mane. Like, the wrong pass. Like,
his decision making was shocking.
But to be fair, he'd done that against Everton. He did do that against Arsenal, which was games that we did drop points against. So that's another side topic. Don't get me wrong. He got us out of jail against Burnley and he scored a worldie against Man City. But, he did. His decision making has been poor. There's a few times today, and obviously you can't ever go at him too much. And both of them. I was saying how good he was last video, and people are going to hammer me for this, I imagine. But Firmino and Salah today. I think someone made a comment in one of the other films that Firmino isn't an out-and-out striker and we could potentially go for an out-and-out striker. As much as I do love Firmino and I'm happy with him where he is, today that probably falls into that comment that we had a couple of weeks ago to say that if we had an out-and-out striker, even the half chance that we had before, but that chance at the end is a goal because that's what you pay your money for. So decision making from Salah and Firmino today was off. The front three was off, but you can't. They are human beings at the end of the day, so you understand it. But I just think Chan decision making was passing was slow and poor. Wijnaldum same thing. Matip and even Van Dijk to a certain extent could have moved the ball quicker. But yeah, I just
and the goal, is it Van Dijk's fault?
He's in the type to go win headers.
Yeah, so for me, I was happy that he actually, he went to win
the courage and balls to do it.
Exactly, it's a second ball, right? They fell down.
This is one thing, right? And this is my final point before I'm done, right? But I'm telling you lot now, yeah, how Liverpool fans in particular, how fucking annoying is it when we're losing and other teams winning, and I keep to bang on about game management. Fabianski was taking fucking ages to take goal kicks and things like that. I don't blame him, but why the fuck can't we do that when we're winning a game of football?
That's it. And Klopp's moaning about time. What do you think?
What do you want him to do?
What's going to happen?
Just because we don't do it.
That's it. Swansea, bottom of the league. They're winning 1-0. Hats off to them. They played everything to what they planned. For me, it's like Liverpool had no other plan B. Klopp's there moaning on the sideline. You knew it was going to happen. And like you said, game management.
Took the sting out of the game.
That's it. Took the sting out of the game. And you knew Liverpool weren't going to score.
And that's what I'm saying. Why can't we do that? Throw-ons. Go and take a throw-on. Stand there. Oh, no, he ain't going to take it. Someone else take it. When Ayu's coming off the pitch, the guy, they were tapping him on the back to get off the pitch. The guy did not break into a jog once. So that's little points for that. But to summarise, Swansea, fair play. Obviously, I'm annoyed because Liverpool got beat, but fair play because you lot nailed your game plan. You got your 3 points, and I don't think Swansea will be down there. They keep playing like that. They work their bollocks off tonight. Liverpool, flat, slow. They expected to win, and they didn't, and they deserved to get beat. So, yeah.
And it's back to the same old shit. So that Man City win, fucking pointless.
Chalk it off, and
pointless.
It counts. They weigh themselves out now. We beat Man City. We beat Man City. Lose to Swansea. You expect it to be the other way around. So what? The extra 3 points out of the 2 games that you would expect anyway. So. Yeah.
Anyways, leave your comments and let us know what you think and where we went wrong today. If our our opinions and stuff are wrong, do you think, or there's other reasons why we lost the game? But let us know your thoughts.
Peace out.